An eventful week. The Herald. Serault is not blessed in her neighbors. They are populous, venal, dull, or mephitic, except for one who is all four. The shame of Serault. It's rare for a herald to arrive in Serault. Most business goes east to the heartlands, but against the odds, here one is, proudly sporting the master's livery. What is his business? After speaking to him, a maiden of your court begs a moment of your time. Pink with nerves, she blurts, I know your grace plans to hold a tournament soon, but would it not be better to hold a dance? Other youths of the court hover nearby, pretending very badly that they aren't listening. Sad news, your grace, the herald exclaims. Your beloved relative, and here he says an entirely unfamiliar name, has passed away. Please, master your grief. Their end was peaceful, most peaceful. So either I learn more or I look sad. And then the other one, my master recently visited the Empress's court, he begins. Grant him an audience and listen to his boasts. That one, for some reason, is locked. Tourney, or Tordion. Finding her courage, she speaks in a rush. There is a new dance. It's simply taken Val Royal by storm. The Empress's own dance master invented it, and everyone is doing it. They call it the Tordion. Would it not reflect well on Serault? The Empress's fascinations were ours too? You've lost 2 times dignity. Some new total, 28. Humble. A west wind, lush green hints of the Tirashan, that widen the eye and catch at the heart. The latest fad. A new dance, the Tordion, has seized Val Royal like the falling sickness. Some of the younger scions of Serault have succumbed and are asking you to hold a ball. You had intended to hold a tourney, but apparently they're out of fashion at the Imperial Court. A quandary. So, hold the tourney anyway. A Poxon fashion. A good old-fashioned tourney gets the blood pumping. You might even win. Risk Serault's dignity for a chance to win a bag of royals. You increase your daring do. A high-risk challenge. Your daring do quality gives you a 30% chance of success. Hold a ball and dance the Tordion. Alright, let's see what all the fuss is about. Try to increase Serault's dignity. Your rulership gives you an 80% chance of success. Do neither. Spare the Marquisate's coffers. This will increase Serault's prosperity. It's got a good beat. Fine lords and ladies form lines facing one another, and the lively music begins. It is a difficult dance to master. The arms are held stiffly at the sides, and their steps consist mostly of straight-legged hopping. It's not the most elegant of pastimes, but the younger guests are thrilled to be so contemporary. Rulership is increasing. You succeeded in a rulership challenge. Simple challenges means you don't learn so much. You've gained 10 times dignity. The Empress's occult advisor is performing secretive research in the glassworks. Your clue is currently 0. Reach 10 to complete this objective. An eventful week. Glass. I would rather have been born a glassweller, unburdened by responsibility or freedom, prized like a peacock. My days lost in hypnotic intricacies of rainbowed glass, at the Seamus Serault. Glass is the foundation of Serault's wealth. Members of his Glassworkers Guild are privileged prisoners valued, well treated, and watched like jewels on velvet. The smiling guild mistress has brought 2 matters before you, which is most pressing. A shortage of soda ash. Our suppliers won't brave the river for fear of pirates. There are more black flags than white ones on the river these days. Your grace, bad news. Crossed glass swords hang over the glassworks' gates. You sigh. The glassworkers have rebelled and are refusing to work. Again. A commission. A sizable commission. A noble Valroyal, her name festooned with titles, wants a precisely detailed set of stained glass windows, and she wants them soon. Thievery at the glassworks. The guild mistress arrived in haste. Her face is unwashed, still smudged with furnace soot. Her fingers fidget angrily at her glass sword. So I'm gonna act. Troubles. They are a temperamental lot, valued, privileged, but far too precious to allow out their cushioned cage. They know they are the source of Serault's fortune, and sometimes that gives them ideas. The air is calm, the sounds of Serault carts in the streets, the blacksmiths at work, the laughter of children. You lost 2 times prosperity. New total 28. Straightened. The glass blowers is anger. The ovens are cold. The ovens are cold. The chimneys are steel. Crossed glass swords hang over the glassworks' gate, a sign that the guilds have down tools. Their complaints, as ever, are numerous. Make an example of someone. One of the more outspoken but less skilled members of the guild. Try and gain prosperity. A chancy challenge. Your cunning quality gives you a 60% chance of success. Grant leniency. Hear their complaints. Bow to the least objectionable. Smile while you do it. Try to gain prosperity and freedom. A very chancy challenge. Your rulership quality gives you a 40% chance of success. Delay a decision. Grant the guild mistress and the ringleader an audience, but promise them nothing. Gain clues at the cost of prosperity and rumors of revelation. Diplomacy. The guild mistress's smile never falters, even as you negotiate her way from her initial audacious position. She raises the issue of freedom of movement, but you will not bend. Glassworkers are too valuable to risk their theft of Glassworkers are too valuable to risk their theft or escape. Other matters are more tolerable, though. You promise them more windows in the glassworks, and to provide game from your hunting preserves for a meal a week. You allow them to recruit more apprentices. The concessions will cost time and coin, but the guild return to work, and no one is too unhappy. Rulership is increasing. You succeed in a rulership challenge. Risky challenges mean you learn more. You've gained 5 times prosperity, new total 33, straightened. You've gained 5 times freedom, new total 60. Your bailiff returns to the castle, beaten, bleeding, and empty-handed. 2 guards carry him on a pallet. He tries to stand when you approach. Forgive me, your grace, they took the tax coffers. An urgent report from your bodyguard. Your grace, a company of mercenaries has entered Serault. An upsurge in banditry. Half the cases of your court hearing this week were of travelers accosted on the roads. They want compensation, they want justice. The merchant bows before your court. I have travelled all the way from Valchevin, your grace, through Montfort and Mislaine, then across the Nahashin marches, which incidentally I cannot commend. Neither law nor decency. He will recover. This head's hard as old Serault oak, he sighs, wrapping it. A shame, really. I could do with a few days in bed. If lawless folk are bold enough to attack your own bailiff, who's next? A noble? Yourself, the divine? You lost 2 times dignity, new total 36. Humble. Smoke from the glassworks, the chemical sting of their tinctures. Your ban your bailiff is attacked. Bandits have attacked your wary bailiff and stolen your taxes. The woods hide many secrets. Today they hide the guilty. The culprits have gone to ground. Sanction the local villages until the bandits are handed over. Someone knows who did this. Try to reduce Serault's peril and prevent a loss of prosperity. A very modest challenge. Your rulership quality gives you an 80% chance of success. Spread tax increases across the Marquisate. That will recover the lost revenue with a minimum of pain. Spend the income on additional securities. Serault will not lose prosperity and will lose some peril, but at a cost of freedom. Hunt down the perpetrators yourself. Their woodland refuge will be well hidden. You may prevent a loss of prosperity and reduce Serault's peril. A high-risk challenge. Your woods-wise quality gives you a 17% chance of success. The region groans under your displeasure. You levy fines withhold alms, and forbid the chantry to conduct services in the area. A week later, 3 men are left at the local manor's gates, trussed like a first-day chicken. Beside them are your coifers, holding most of the taxes that were taken. Your justice is swift and final. Rulership is increasing. You succeeded in a rulership challenge. Simple challenges mean you don't learn so much. You've lost 10 times peril, new total 3. As you cross the market, someone jokes about your parentage. He thought you had ridden from earshot. He was wrong. Unlocked when the way of things is as it is. Turn. You pass through Plague Village. One door in 3 is daubed with a yellow circle. Investigate. You travel across the manor following hard times. Wasting serfs stare at you from the stone-pocked fields. Locked. A coil smoke rises over the trees. There are homesteads in that direction, sprinkled among the emerald fringes of the Tirishan forest. Locked. Turn. Scandalous rumors. The old Marquis, this one's mother, was very friendly with the cheery Baron. Very friendly. They hunted together often, just the two of them. Sometimes he'd spear the boar, and sometimes he'd spear her. Silence falls across the crowd. You've lost 2 times dignity. New total 34, humble. Airs from the river. It is high and swift today, carrying the scent of leaves and nodding barley. Quick wit in low places. The peasants' companions stare at him. They can't believe what he just said, nor can he. His face turns the color of ash. What will you do? Laugh. Everyone's pride needs puncturing from time to time, even yours. Increase Serault's freedom at a cost to her dignity. You will gain clues. Have the peasant punished. Too lenient and you'll seem weak. Too harsh and you'll seem a monster. This will increase Serault's dignity at a cost of her freedom and may increase authority. Comedy, not tragedy. Your laugh breaks the tense air. The Joker and his friends join in, a desperate edge to their laughter, a narrow escape. Relieved, they share their secrets, things people are normally too frightened to voice. The story of the joke spreads. Your reputation as the Marquis of the people grows. You've gained 10 times freedom, new total, benevolently governed. You've lost 10 times dignity, new total 24, humble. You now have 5x clues.